What's going on, everyone? It's your guy, Pat Bernard, aka the Gobbler. Well, there you have it. The 76ers lose down there in San Antonio tonight. They lose in a seesaw battle. That's right. They lose a third straight in a row. And, yeah, listen, it was a seesaw battle for sure. And you got to give the 76ers credit for what they have, on the floor. But for a lot of these guys, this was a playoff game. This is the closest they'll get to a playoff game. They had a really, really, with the Spurs playing a lot of their bench, the 76ers playing a lot of their bench. This was, for most of this, everyone on the floor, this was their playoffs. It had a playoff mentality, the game coming down in closing time. And both teams giving their all. And, it was really who was better off shooting from the three, who had the better momentum, who had you saw it, right? The first quarter, in the very beginning, it was all 76ers, and then the Spurs bailing back for knocking down shots from the perimeter. And then the third quarter, the 76ers, where it looked like this game was going to be washed away, turn things around. And then late in the fourth, here comes the Spurs battling back. And it sucks because it's one of the problems we've been having all year round. No perimeter defense. And, of course, my main man, Joe Howe, is checking in the show. He goes, I love the play of Quentin Grimes. Yeah, listen, Quentin Grimes can play. He can play, Joe. He put up a double-double tonight. Loved what I saw from that guy. 25 points, 4 threes, 10 assists. He was money. Making some nice cuts early in this game, getting to the net. He was money tonight. He's been money. He's consistently cooking. You know what I mean? He's consistently cooking, constantly in the kitchen, dialing up something. I love what I saw out of him. I love his game. Yeah, Joe, he's been one of the better players for the 76ers team. Like I said, it's not about the playoffs. It's not, obviously, the playoffs is an afterthought at this point. It's just about what's going to bring us happiness and hope come the fall time. Quentin Grimes continues to cook night in, night out, carrying this team on his back. He is. He's doing everything he can to carry this team on his back. He's just been money. Making nice cuts, hitting threes, nice little floaters. I mean, he's been decent. Gershon Ubaselli tonight had a nice game, 23 points. Neither team really had that big man effect that's going to disrupt either or's offense. This was actually one of the battles down low that Gershon Ubaselli can win. There was no one down there really giving him a battle. Justin Edwards tonight had a really, really solid game. I thought Justin Edwards really, really played really, really well. Another guy had 3 threes on the night. Just the way he was shooting, the rock, just coming up, dropping some threes, hitting his pull-ups, hitting some nice floaters, made a couple nice dunks, creating space on the floor. I thought it was solid. Like I said, I love the way he plays. He's a hustler, man. He's a baller. Loved what I saw at him tonight. Love what I saw. How about Ricky Council? How about Ricky Council? Ricky stinking Council. 20 points off the bench. And he had a couple nice moves. A couple of spin around jumpers. Yeah, he was making plays down low. And you could do that. The Spurs didn't have no one down low. But again, what was the heart crusher? That the fact that the 76ers cannot play perimeter defense. They were getting great rebounds in the third quarter, but this team, for whatever reason, loves to leave people wide open on the perimeter. I don't know the Nick Nurse game plan. I don't know it. But it sucked. And you got to give credit where credit's due. Like I mentioned about the Spurs knocking down shots. And how about this? How about this? Chris Paul, 6 for 7 from three-point land. 6 for 7. That old dog. That old dog that has plenty of fight left in the tank. Shot very, very well from the perimeter. Yeah, Joe, it sucks, man. It definitely sucks. He says Joe Howe says injury bug strikes again for the 76ers. Lonnie Walker concussion. Yeah, just right, Joe. Right, just when there's some grammar, some kind of hope. You lose Lonnie Walker again. But this team was down 8 guys. 8 guys. 2 of them you're not going to see for the rest of the year. I'm starting to question whether you'll see anybody else. The Kelly Oubres, the Tyrese Maxeys, the Andre Drummonds. I don't know if you'll see them ever suit up for the 76ers again. Until the fall. Like, man, and Kelly Oubre, like, all these guys are out this long. I didn't realize they all have stubbed toes. Like, how are they all like dealing with this injury bug? How? It's crazy. Crazy. Oh, my man Dale liking the show. I like it. My man Dale. But yeah, it's to say the least, there's a lot of trouble. A lot of trouble in paradise with the 76ers team. Joe House says, I think Maxey is hamstring. I think it's that and a broken finger, Joe. And what's the point now of rushing him back to the floor? But you know what? In hindsight, good. Good. Let the other young guns play. Bring them all up from the blue coats. Pull them out of the stands. I don't care. Give other guys looks. This is their time. You can use them for fall. You can trade them away in the summer. Whatever you got to do. I'm happy. Like I said, tonight was an up and down battle from the beyond the arc with both teams. Sixers cooked in the first, then the Spurs did in the second. 76ers look like they're getting things rock and roll in the third. Spurs walked away in crunch time. Kellen Johnson, he did very, very well from the bench for the Spurs. He was knocking down shots, creating shots, getting wide open in space. You had a few of those guys out there for the Spurs were knocking down shots. It was just the ebb and flows of the basketball game tonight. So let's go into the grades of the game. I'm going to give you my grade of the game. I'm going to give the Sixers a C plus, B range, B minus. I think that's fair to say. If Nick Nurse could finally, which way, go to a chalkboard and find a way to use perimeter defense, especially in a 3-2 zone, and still not know how to come up with a game plan, is beyond me. Leaves me baffled. Just curious. But anyway, that's what it was. It was the ebb and flows of this basketball game. Who's getting out, who's going down. But yes, B minus for your 76ers tonight. Yes, I will. Even though this is our third straight loss, even though this game really means nothing right now, but the fact that this team battled and showed that they can knock down shots, would say okay by me. My MVP of the game going around, me personally. I know that kid, Jeremy Shawn, had 23 points. Me personally, I'm going to go with the old head, Chris Paul. Just the fact that Chris Paul was 6 for 7 from beyond the arc, to me, speaks volumes. Now, I could have easily went Quentin Grimes, who's got 25 points and 10 assists. Yeah, that's the easy one. But now I'm going to go with the old head. That's going to be my MVP of the game. So, like I said, the only thing that sucks, too, the Philadelphia 76ers lose their third straight game. Sucks. Sucks. But, like I said, it's not about the wins and losses for the 76ers team. It's about who's shining, who's not, who could be trade bait come summertime, all that stuff. Who's going to have a good role? So let's get into some of the scoreboard. 76ers lose 128-120 on the road. Next game will be Sunday, and tonight is my season finale of the Nothing But Net. Because we are gearing up for a Philly season. So this will be my last call. But anyway, Spurs win 128-120. The Thunder win 141-106. The Timberwolves, howling and roaring, win 134-93. The Rockets go down South Beach and take care of business, winning 102-98. The Magic are in D.C. They took care of business, winning 102-105. Probably your game of the night right here, Grizzlies and Clippers, just getting things underway here. 2-1 basketball game. The Trailblazers and Nuggets are actually going back and forth, kicking off the second quarter. The Nuggets are actually up by a bucket, 3-pointer, 35-32. The Suns on a run, winning 51-40 right now. Middle of the second quarter, halftime. The Celtics are right there in Utah. Celtics are winning 60-51. And the Mavs. Oh, wait. And the Mavs getting ready to end their game. Winning 107-100 against the Pistons. But yeah, that would be not a really powerful slate here as far as NBA action, but just giving you guys a heads up what's going on. But yes, let's talk a little bit more about this game here. The 76ers, again, looking to rebound Sunday night as a unit, as a young youth unit. Again, more and more of these young guys getting their feet wet, showing off what they can do. It's only going to help the 76ers move forward. And this was a playoff game for these guys, getting the up and down seesaw battles with this, what you call it, with the Spurs. Spurs don't have, again, Spurs were dealing with some injuries, but not like the Sixers. I don't think there's anyone in the NBA is dealing with injuries like the 76ers. When this team is out 8 to 11 guys out of the night anymore. I feel embarrassed as a 76ers fan, to be honest. But yes, if you're just checking in for the first time, I'm your guy, Pat Bernard, and the Sixers get waffled on the road. Hopefully, like I said, looking to bounce back Sunday night against Atlanta Hawks. If you look at, like I said, Quentin Grimes, 25 points, 4 threes, 10 assists. Like, that dude just, like, going back to earlier, like, that guy is just, he continues to get better. He continues to get better. Just making incredible plays after incredible plays after incredible plays. I love his game. Gershon Ubaselli tonight, 23 points. Only if this was more consistent. But then again, you're not going to be playing weak. Majority of these teams showed you they got big men. You cannot be leaving holes. The 76ers on defense leave too many holes. Like tonight was actually surprising they got that many rebounds. Gershon Ubaselli having 9. Justin Edwards showing he could play in this league. Showing he could play. He had 3 threes. Again, pull up with a nice floater, dunk, you name it, he was executing it. Good stuff. Loved what I saw. These guys playing down to the limits, taking the Spurs down to the limits, actually had them on the ropes, and just could not finish this game. Because they have a lack of perimeter defense, holds them back from finishing games. And there's a lot more than just that. But anyway, guys, look, this is your guy, Pat Bernard. This is the last time I'm doing Nothing But Net show until the fall. So, guys, I want to say thank you to everyone who's checked in. Thank you so much. I'm your guy, Pat Bernard. Have a great one, everyone. Thank you so much to everyone who's listened to Nothing But Net podcast. Season 1. So, again, thank you.